Hi, and welcome to Here and There. We have got a great episode for you this month. We're really excited about it. Stefanie Brazile, our friend from 501 Life magazine, is here to talk about the Sweet Life. That's the cover of 501 Life in November. Also, Mike McCullars will be here with the Conway Men's Chorus. Their holiday Christmas special that they do every year is so good. It's coming up the first part of December. They'll have some special guests. He will tell us all about that coming up. Also, Jessica Clawson joins us. She is the new executive director of United Way, and they've got Turkey Trot that's on the way at the end of November, but there's a lot going on with United Way, and we'll visit with her about that. And finally, Faye Hedera. Faye is a local artist who you probably have heard about. She did the 100 Faces of Conway project. Well, there's a new show that's coming to Channel 5. She will be the host of it, called Meet the Conwegians, and we will meet our first Conwegian later on in this episode of Here and There, along with Faye. That's all coming up. It's going to be a great episode today of Here and There on Conway Corp Channel 5.
You've arrived at your destination.
It's Here and There for the month of November, and it is a very, very sweet month at 501 Life magazine. In fact, the issue is the Sweet Life, and Stefanie, y'all have taken it to a whole new level that you can see here on the table with us. It is, I want to get these words right after my mouth waters for a moment, the 501 Life Pecan Caramel Apple Fudge.
Yes.
Tell me the story behind this beautiful piece of art that's here in front of us.
Well, obviously it is the Sweet Life issue, so we had to do something really decadent. And I contacted Paw Paw's Pecans up in Conway County.
Okay.
They not only sell pecans, but they make fudge. And I said, we're looking for something unique that has not been done before. And he said, I have 300 recipes for fudge. So what are you looking for?
I didn't know that that was even a thing, that there would be 300 recipes of fudge.
I always choose like the same three myself.
Yeah.
So anyway, we wanted to do something with pecans because pecans are our state nut.
Okay.
And then I said apple blossoms are the state flower. So is there any way you could incorporate those? And so we have pecan caramel apple fudge.
Okay.
And I would love for you to try it and see what you think.
I will. I would love to try it. I just hit my microphone. That's how excited I am about this. I know not to do that, but I will try it. I will try it at the end of our interview.
Okay.
So that when the cameras are cut, I can continue to eat and not feel guilty at all.
Well, you will want to because it's delicious. And
well,
we have a list of places where people can buy it, but here in Conway, people will be able to get it at Bell Urban Farm.
Okay.
But it's delicious. We have some other stories about pecans because it's the time when they're harvesting pecans.
Okay.
And do you know that in Arkansas we produce 2 million pounds of pecans a year? There's a lot of pecan farms in central Arkansas.
I would have never known that. 2
so
million
we share
pounds.
that story.
Okay, very good. Now, Veterans Day is coming up November 11th, and I love the idea of Forever Young Veterans. They travel. Tell me about what the Forever Young Veterans do.
Sure. The founder of Forever Young Veterans is from Morrilton. She's been living in Tennessee, and her goal is to take senior adult veterans, 65 or older, to battlegrounds and also the monuments in Washington, D.C. So she's kind of saturated Tennessee.
Yeah.
She's come back down to her home state area in central Arkansas and is making a plea to people, if you know a senior adult veteran, they would love to take them on one of these trips. And these are fully paid by Forever Young Veterans, and it's a 5 to 7 day trip. It's really nice. And they're trying to help veterans work through loss of friends, deal with PTSD, and also many veterans were just not thanked for their service when they came back.
That was what I was going to say. The honor of this too, I hope, is something that they will appreciate. I know that they will.
Yes, and Veterans Day is coming up,
Yes.
and so we have a list of events here in Faulkner County that people can check out.
Traveling is sweet. My wife and I love to travel, and there's another story about traveling. It's about a group of men that are going around to courthouses around the state.
Yes, so there's a group of about 6 men here in Conway, and I think Tom Courtway kind of started this group, and Jack Bell approached me about it because we thought it would inspire other people to do this. They decided, we're mostly retired, most of them are retired, we would like to go see all the courthouses in 75 counties. So they call ahead and get appointments, and typically the county judge there and their staff will spend a few minutes with them, just some informal time. And so that's what the story's about. It's just a fun story about how they're enriching their friendships and learning something to boot.
I love courthouses. I mean, ours is
Do
beautiful
you?
here in
Yes.
Faulkner County, and so that's something that I will look forward to when I'm no longer eating fudge on camera. Speaking of being on camera, the people who are behind the camera a lot of times here at Conway Corp are in front of the camera. At least two of them are. Wayne Bailey and Ashton Brown have a new show called Gamer Gab. I'm so excited that you're featuring them.
I know, I'm excited to feature it too, because there are people of all ages who are gaming.
Yes.
And they were gracious enough, I will say, to give us a list of ideas for Christmas. So everybody knows a gamer in their life, so now you have ideas for Christmas. But let's talk about what they do. It really highlights all the services here at Conway Corp. Your fast internet, your cloud streaming, and they're able to do online meeting groups and play with other players because the service here is so excellent. But it's all about the two of them bringing their passions, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they're bringing their passions
Oh no, they're
to
passionate
the show.
about it.
And they used to just stand around at the water cooler and talk about it, but y'all allowed them to create this show. So it's very authentic. They are gamers. They've had a really high-profile guest on their show. And they do a monthly show right now. It drops at the beginning of the month, but they're wanting to go to a weekly platform. So people can find that on YouTube and also on Channel 5.
That's right. That's right. And ConwayCorp.com is a good place to find it as well. So we're excited about that program. It's something that they put a lot of time into, and I think it looks great. Just the aesthetics of the show are great, and you're right, they know their stuff.
They really know their stuff. When you watch it, I mean, and they also profile new games that are coming out and what they think about those. So I think it would be very helpful to any gamer and also people who want to buy products for gamers.
And there's a definite element of their personalities that come out too. So there's some entertainment, even if you're thinking, I'm not a big gamer. You might want to watch just to learn more about Wayne and Ashton too and their interaction.
They're
it's
great
fun.
people.
You mentioned Christmas, and the season is really here. So let's talk about some of the events that happen in downtown Conway. We've got the Downtown Conway Christmas Open House, the Small Business Saturday, and Illuminate are all going to happen in the next few weeks as we get closer and closer.
They are. You know, as I reached out to our Downtown Conway Partnership Executive Director, that's a mouthful, but she does so much, Kim Williams.
Yes, she does.
She gives us all the dates for those events, and it really does begin in November, so you can get all your shopping done and shop local, support local businesses through these events, and we all know how fabulous Rogers Plaza looks once it's transformed into Illuminate.
Well, there's a lot in this issue.
There is a lot. Don Bingham has a great recipe for us too.
I'll let you keep talking.
And we have so many good stories in it, but I hope everybody will try some of our 501 Life Pecan Caramel Apple Fudge. What do you think?
I think that this is the piece that is going to stay here at Conway Corp. That is delicious.
Good.
That is delicious.
Glad you like it.
All right, I'm talking, so I'll let you wrap it up. Tell the people what they're watching.
All right, you're watching Here and There on Conway Corp, and please follow us at 501lifemag.com or pick up our November issue.
I'll be back.
Express yourself with beautiful custom jewelry from Brooks Fine Jewelry.
Come on down to Brooks Fine Jewelry and take a look at some of the new products that we offer. We have a new extensive line of men's watches, and we invite all those watch crazies out there that want to come in and take a look. They're here for you to look at and try on. As a full-service jewelry store, we offer hand engraving and laser engraving for just about anything you can imagine. So come on down to Brooks Fine Jewelry and visit with us. We look forward to seeing you.
Brooks Fine Jewelry, your jewelry makers in downtown Conway.
Welcome back. Here and There continues now with a familiar face and a familiar voice. If you have watched Channel 5 at all over the years, you have seen Mike McCullars. He is the president of the Conway Men's Chorus. You've seen him at the Conway Men's Chorus concerts that we have been very thankful to be able to do our part to bring these concerts to the community. Mike and I have worked over the years to make sure that these get out to where people can see them, not only the folks that live in Conway on Conway Corp Channel 5, but also on YouTube. And I think that that's something that we're glad that we're able to do that for the community. We're just we're the avenue that gets it out there. It's your group that makes it happen, and it's a milestone year this year. We want to get to that in just a moment. I'm curious about your story. How did you get involved with the Conway Men's Chorus?
Well, that was 25 years ago.
Okay.
And so I have slept a little bit between then and now. But I've always sung in choirs of different kinds, mostly church choirs and all. But I got the word that there was this new group going to be formed, and I thought, well, this sounds like fun.
Yeah.
And so I went, and it happened to be they were inviting all kinds of guys. Hey, just show up on this date at the Conway High School Wampus Cats football game. We're just going to sing the national anthem.
Okay.
So I showed up with, I don't know, 60, 80 other guys, and we sang, and like, well, that sounded not bad. Yeah. And then we went to a first rehearsal, but they decided we're going to have this going. And the first time I heard this group, at that point it was about 35, 40 men, and we started singing a song. It was like, wow,
Yeah.
I have not heard this sound forever.
Yeah.
And it was incredible.
It was 25 years ago.
I've sung with them all the years
Okay.
since that time.
And so that is the celebration, is
Yes.
25 years of the men's chorus. And
We're in what we call our 25th anniversary year.
Okay, very good. With that in mind, there's something special going on with the Christmas concert this year.
Right. We have not only our 25th annual Christmas concert, but also we have invited the Conway Women's Chorus,
Okay.
who are, I guess, revamping themselves since COVID. And we've decided, why not give even more of the gift of music back to the community by inviting them as our special guests. Now, they will come on first and sing a couple of songs, 2 or 3 songs.
Okay.
Then we're going to have part of our annual audience sing-along Christmas carol time as we come up onto the stage, and then we'll together sing a couple of songs. They'll go back to the audience. We'll do the bulk of our concert. Then they're going to come back up and join us for the very end.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So,
So when is the concert? Let's get the facts
all
out
right.
there.
It'll be Tuesday night, December the 5th,
Okay.
7 o'clock at Reynolds Performance Hall here on the UCA campus.
Great.
And by the way, it's free.
That was my next question.
Free admission, free parking.
Okay, very good.
And did I say there was no cost?
You mentioned no cost for parking or for actually
Right.
seeing the event. And that's rare. You don't
Yes.
always get to see things like this
Oh, I know.
for free.
And on top of that, if you come and to the concert, you've never been before, you come and you don't like it, I will personally reimburse your ticket cost
Wow.
double.
I mean, that's what you're looking for, Conway, if you're looking for any plan. So December 5th, that Tuesday night, is going to be at Reynolds Performance Hall, which is a great venue anyway.
Right.
Sounds always
Doors
good
will
there.
open at 6:30.
Okay.
And just as long as everybody's in there at 7 o'clock, we're going to get started. And there won't be a problem finding a seat. I mean,
Okay, well, you
if
hope, maybe.
we could have 1,200 people, that would be incredible.
Right.
Generally, we will have at Christmas 500, 600. Though pre-COVID, we were up to about 700, 750. But you know,
Yeah.
COVID hurt a lot of things.
It did, but we're getting back in the
We are
swing of
getting back up.
things, and it's good to have the women's chorus doing what
Yes.
they did. I know they were back last year, and so this year's gonna be a very special event. Again, December 5th, 7 o'clock. There is no charge. If you do not have a good time, Mike's going to give your money back times 2. Anything else we need to know? Where can people get information if they have any questions?
They can go, of course, to our Facebook page at Conway Men's Chorus, or they can go out to our website at conwaymenschorus.org.
Okay, .org. Very good.
conwaymenschorus.org, one word.
And so what we will do at Channel 5, what we've done in the past, is we record the concert, we piece it together, we'll put the names of the songs and make it a show. So if you were there, then you'll certainly have some memories of it. And if you haven't been able to be there live, then you can enjoy the concert in its entirety. And we're glad to be able to do that. Mike, thank you for being here.
We appreciate it.
Glad to do it. Glad to do it.
Express yourself with beautiful custom jewelry from Brooks Fine Jewelry.
Come on down to Brooks Fine Jewelry and take a look at some of the new products that we offer. We have a new extensive line of men's watches, and we invite all those watch crazies out there that want to come in and take a look. They're here for you to look at and try on. As a full-service jewelry store, we offer hand engraving and laser engraving for just about anything you can imagine. So come on down to Brooks Fine Jewelry and visit with us. We look forward to seeing you.
Brooks Fine Jewelry, your jewelry makers in downtown Conway.
Welcome back. Here and There continues now. We're joined by Jessica Clawson. She is the Executive Director of the United Way of Central Arkansas and relatively new to the role.
Yes,
So how's that going?
I am very busy, which is good, but we are in our busy season. So it's been a pleasure to kind of jump right in.
So let's talk about United Way just as a kind of an umbrella conversation about it
Yeah.
first. For people who have heard the term, they know about workplace giving or whatever it might be, what is the work that you all do?
So our goal, our mission is to foster a better quality of life for our community members. Usually we're focused on education, financial stability, health and wellness, basic human need components. And we do offer a few direct services, but most people know us for our impact grants that we give to other nonprofits.
And there's 20 of those now?
So there's 20 organizations that we have funded either through our impact grants or our mini grants, which we're in the middle of mini grant season right now.
Okay. Those direct services, are those that's through the VITA free
Yes.
tax prep and then the
So-
charity tracker? Tell me about some of that.
Yeah, so VITA is our volunteer income tax preparation program. We partner with UCA students and a UCA professor and retired CPA, so it's not us doing the tax returns, so no worries there. But we work with them, and as long as you are under the threshold of income, which is $60,000, we can prepare your taxes for free.
Okay.
And so we served about 320 households this last season, and so we're ready to kick that off in February, and it'll run through April. And then Charity Tracker is really an online database and resource. We have about 171 either agencies, churches, and then social workers, schools, things like that are a part of that database. Someone can post a need, and then another organization or church group can say, hey, I can fill that need. And since we launched that in 2014, we've been able to connect over $2 million worth of resources.
That's a significant resource that I don't know that everyone realizes is out there. So how would someone get involved with Charity Tracker? I mean, just that specifically.
So we try to do a good job of pushing it out to the schools and our agency partners and churches, but you can always request a login, and you can either email us or do it directly on Charity Tracker website.
One note before we go to talk about Turkey Trot, which is coming up, is that you all are moving, and that will be part of what will help with the VITA because of some location changes and parking. So where are you moving to?
So we are moving to 1107 Main Street.
Okay.
We're going to be right by the post office. And what's nice is there is a parking lot on either side, and there's parking in front of the building. So you don't have to parallel park, and there should be plenty of options for you.
Okay, 1107 Main Street for that. All right, on Thanksgiving Day, it's become a tradition. This is the 9th time that you've had the Turkey Trot. So tell me about, is this a move to UCA?
So we did it at UCA last year.
Okay.
So this will be our second year, but we are thrilled to be back on UCA's campus. It's a beautiful campus. So we will run through the campus, over the bridge, and then circle around and come back. So we'll start and finish at Estes Stadium.
And you get signed up, go to the website?
Yes, you can sign up on our website, and I believe our early bird registration is open until November 4th.
Okay, so as people are watching this, you're watching early in the month, and you can take advantage of that. Otherwise, can you register up until race day?
Yes, you can actually register on race day.
Express yourself with beautiful custom jewelry from Brooks Fine Jewelry.
Come on down to Brooks Fine Jewelry and take a look at some of the new products that we offer. We have a new extensive line of men's watches, and we invite all those watch crazies out there that want to come in and take a look. They're here for you to look at and try on. As a full-service jewelry store, we offer hand engraving and laser engraving for just about anything you can imagine. So come on down to Brooks Fine Jewelry and visit with us. We look forward to seeing you.
Brooks Fine Jewelry, your jewelry makers in downtown Conway.
Welcome back to Here and There. We're joined now by Faye Hedera. Faye is someone who is new to Conway, but what a splash that she has made in our community, and we're so excited to have her with us on Here and There. And she's here because we're even more excited to announce a new show that's coming to Conway Corp Channel 5. It's a show called Meet the Conwegians. And Faye, thank you, first of all, for being here today, for the dream of this show, and then what it's going to become. And so we've got our first painting here, our first portrait painting that we're going to give out in just a moment, and to someone very special. But I feel like before we go any further, we really need to get a chance to meet you and to let people know your story and how you got to Conway and how the 100 Faces of Conway came about. I know you told the story 1,000 times, but it made new for our audience. So
Yeah. So in January of this year, I got the inspiration to paint 100 people that lived in Conway, and this was because I moved from South Florida and didn't really know anybody in the community. So I didn't know very many people, and I asked for community members to nominate each other to be painted by me as a gift to the community and as a fundraiser for Haven Conway. And man, it really helped me get to know everybody and fall in love with Conway for sure.
Well, it is the people that make this place special.
Absolutely.
Conway Corp has been here for almost 100 years, and so we definitely understand the importance of that and of community. As people would come to you, what surprised you? What surprised you about Conway that maybe was different than other places that you've lived in the past?
The sheer amount of talent and kindness and intelligence in Conway was very surprising. I really had no anticipation of what would be here, and to find that out was very reassuring for me because I would like to make this my home for a long time.
It would be disappointing if you wanted 100 faces and you got about 17.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah, good. And so not only did you get 100, you got a lot more than that you could have done, which is
Yes.
how this has come about.
Yes.
So meet the Conwegians. Tell us what that is going to look like in your eyes.
Yes, so Meet the Conwegians is kind of a continuation of the 100 Faces of Conway project, but essentially it's going to allow me to focus more on one person. I'm going to do a little bit more detail in their portraits. They're going to be larger, and we get to kind of dive into their life here in Conway. So it's going to be able to give me the chance to get to know them better on a deeper level. So I'm really excited about that.
And what we're excited about is that we'll be able to capture all of that. So these Conwegians, I started to say Arkansans, they are Arkansans, but they're more importantly, they're Conwegians in our world. But you'll get a chance to get to know them better too, because not only will you see the process of the painting being done, but you'll also see how Faye gets to know them. And so the interviews that she will do with them and also with the people who nominate them. And so that leads us to our next thing, which is how we're going to nominate folks. And so that's going to be done through your website.
Yes.
And so let people know how they can actually nominate people.
Yes, so if you go to fayehedera.com, there's going to be a tab that says Meet the Conwegians. You'll click on that, and you just fill out a form, and it'll say why you're wanting to nominate this person. So it's an opportunity for you to say some kind and loving words about each person. And another element of this that I'm so excited about is that the portraits are going to be you, but they're going to be you holding something that brings you joy. So this can be anything. This can be a fishing rod. This can be a book. You just can use your imagination. So if you're chosen, I'll get with you and we'll plan that out, and I think we'll have a lot of fun together.
So when we come back, we will meet our first recipient of Meet the Conwegians. It will be this portrait here. We will reveal it to the recipient, which is someone who you know if you paid attention to Conway Corp, and paid attention to Conway. She's been a member of this community for a very long time and a very integral part of a lot of our lives. She is my boss. She's our Chief Marketing Officer, Crystal Kemp. She will see her portrait next on Here and There. Welcome back to Here and There. I'm Jeff, that's Faye, and with us now is Crystal Kemp. Crystal is the Chief Marketing Officer here at Conway Corp. And when we started talking about Meet the Conwegians, Faye had the idea of let's reveal someone, let's paint someone to get an idea of what the show is going to be like. So what you're about to watch is a mini version of what Meet the Conwegians will be. Faye and Crystal had a chance a couple of weeks ago to meet and kind of talk through what brings her joy, and so I'll let you ask her about that when she sees what she's holding, which, okay, are you ready? Are you ready? That's really the question. We've seen it. So, okay, so what we're going to do, let's pull this front piece up and reveal the painting, and then we'll talk to Crystal about it. All right.
Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. Oh.
It really turned out good, didn't it?
So cute.
So if you can't tell, sadness is what brings Crystal joy. Why is that? So Faye.
Tell me why you chose this awesome little figurine.
I know. Well, so it's like layered as I thought about it. So Sadness is from the movie Inside Out. It's a Pixar Disney movie, and it just resonated with me so much all those years ago when I saw it, that we can't have joy without sadness. I mean, sadness, they're connected, they're intertwined. We don't know what joy is unless we start to understand and embrace that sadness. And so I think about it all the time. And so I actually took my team from work to see the movie in the theaters, and we took notes, and we, who's at master control, and when we look and we interact with other people, I love pouring into people, I love being with people. To know all those different parts of them and embrace that's where my joy comes from.
I love that.
It's good, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah,
It was
you
so
did
much
it.
fun to paint.
Look, and she's so cute.
She is. She's perfect. I love her.
Well, it turned out great. It really did. Thank you for allowing us to do this.
Yeah,
I say
thank
us,
you.
I mean Faye when I say us, but
It's very good.
yeah, it turned out really, really
Yeah.
beautiful.
I'm so excited to see all the ones that you will do in the future.
Me too.
So Meet the Conwegians, new show that will debut in the spring. But the opportunity is happening right now for people to nominate. So if there's someone special in your life, we would love to hear their story. And you can go to conwaycorp.com/channel5, or also go to Faye's website, fayhedera.com.
Yes.
fayhedera.com, and you can find the way there to nominate a Conwegian for Meet the Conwegians. All right, thank you.
Yeah,
This
thanks
is
for
awesome,
having
very
me.
cool. All right, thanks for watching.
I love